Hello, dear PD facilitators. This is Jess here, obviously. I have created this video because we have changed the sign-in structure or attendance structure for the next PD day. The reason why we have changed this structure is because we found the structure of signing in the sheets to not be the most effective, as there were a lot of people whose names appeared in the wrong places or who didn't sign. And we really want to make sure as a committee that we have an effective sign-in structure and that we're following up with people who aren't registering or aren't signing in or aren't attending for whatever reason. And we're hoping that this makes everyone's lives a little bit easier. So on this Friday, on the PD day, during the welcome, I will come find you and I will give you two things. I will give you a Chromebook and I will give you a clipboard with a colored sheet of paper on it. I will find one of you, rather. So, for example, between Jake and Lupita, I will find either Jake or Lupita and give one of them those things. In this email that you are receiving with the link to this video, you also have a link to your survey. You need to click on that link and something like this will pop up. This is Jake and Lupita's for Attendance A, English Routines and Procedures. So obviously you will get a link that is tailored to your session and it will have your session's title at the top. The day of PD, once you get the Chromebook and you go to your classroom, one of the facilitators should open the Chromebook. There is a guest sign-in for those of you who haven't used a Chromebook before, so you can just go through the guest sign-in. It's much easier than typing in your email if you'd like to, or if you would prefer to type in your email and whatnot. That's also completely fine. But on the day of the PD, once you get to your room, one of you should open the Chromebook and pull up this document. Once that document is pulled up, when people enter the classroom, they should sign in using this survey. You can either have people sign in as they enter, or you can pass the Chromebook around and have people sign in as they're working or as the Chromebook is going around. Whatever works better for you and for the dynamics of your session. So when someone signs in, what they're going to do is where it says, please select your email, they're going to come in here and they're going to look for their email. Okay, so I am John Derby. I'm going to give a click on John Derby, and I'm going to hit submit. And my internet, there we go. My internet at home is also very slow. Once that person has hit submit, the next person in line is going to hit submit another response. They will find their email. This time I am Eric Pacheco. I'm going to hit my email and hit submit. That's just how the flow should work. There are two important things to know. If someone clicks on the wrong email address, hopefully that doesn't happen, but it probably will happen at least once. Just ask the person to go back to submit another response and find their email. We as a PD days committee will be going over all of the sign-ins, so we'll see that someone signed in, that Eric Pacheco signed in twice, and we'll know something is up. So we'll reach out to him to just ask, like, hey, we saw you sign in twice. Like, what happened? Similarly, if someone signs in with the wrong email and doesn't recognize, we as a PD Days committee will notice, Erani never signed in, so we'll reach out to her, and she probably accidentally hit Eric's email, right? But we'll do all of that. There is a possibility, a very likely possibility, I'm going to say, that someone will not have their names on this list. This is based on the lists from the last session, but my guess is either I made a mistake somewhere or someone signing into a session made a mistake somewhere. So there's probably going to be someone who gets to your session, pulls down the list, and they can't find their name. If that's the case, just like it says up here, if you do not see your name, sign in on the colored sheet of paper on the clipboard. I will also, as I mentioned during the welcome in the morning, be giving you a clipboard with a colored sheet of paper. This system is something that we might try to integrate into the survey at some point in the future, but we wanted to create as minimal chaos as possible. So for now, there's another clipboard. They should just put their name and email address by hand on the clipboard. Similarly, there will be several people who will be floating through sessions. So those people include, for example, all of the directors, Debbie, and several other staff members. Those people who are floating through the sessions, we've also asked them to add their name to the clipboards of the sessions that they enter. I'm trying to see if I have forgotten anything else. Two more things. At the end of your session, if you could please just give a quick reminder of, if you haven't signed in, remember to sign in so that we make sure everyone is signing in. My guess is seeing the physical Chromebook get passed around, it's a little bit more obvious. Hopefully we have less people slip through the cracks. And then in addition, when the session is done, my session is in 2D. So if you could please bring the Chromebook and the clipboard to me in room 2D, which is right on the same hallway as everyone else. I'm fairly certain I've forgotten something in here, so if something is missing, please feel free to reach out and ask a question and let me know. And hopefully this works. We're looking forward to getting some feedback on this as well. Thanks.